Sorry that we're late. We were filming another video for you guys.
We were.
Oh, gosh. We skirt.
Whoops.
Short people problems, man. Short people problems.
Are we always flipped like that? And I just now noticed.
What? Flipped like what?
Well, like this. Okay, never mind. Obviously, we always are. Okay. Huh. That's strange. I never noticed that before. Huh.
I don't know. Thanks. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to.
No, I just was like, interesting.
Maybe we are inverted.
We're inverted, yeah.
Why?
I don't know. We're not usually, right?
No.
Okay. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I'm not completely, like, oblivious.
I don't know. Anyway, just, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all good.
You can see us.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you can hear us, hopefully. So that's good because we're here talking about a book.
We are here
That's
talking
really all
about
that matters.
book club for February.
Yes.
Yes.
This is Kelly's pick. It's
It
The
was.
Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I
think
said
it's Poston.
by the live stream that I was going to know how to pronounce her last
Yeah.
name, and I still didn't.
I think it's Poston.
Okay, well.
That's what we're going to go with.
Yep.
Poston.
She's also the author of The 7-Year Slip, which was like a Goodreads choice winner or something.
Yes.
Or on the list. It wasn't a winner, but anyway, yeah.
That's me.
So, assuming you've already read the book, so I guess we don't really need to talk about what it's about.
Yeah.
But we are going to talk about our thoughts on it while making
Mm-hmm.
some adorable, hopefully,
Something.
theoretically,
Something.
little pom-pom flowers. Let me see if I can get like a picture of what they're
This
supposed to look like.
whole inverted thing is like throwing me off. There. There we go.
The struggle is real over
It's
here.
problems. It's problems.
All right, so our little pom-pom flowers that we're making
So cute.
are supposed to look like. Oh my gosh, let me see the thing. Oh Jesus, Murphy. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
That's what they're
It is
supposed to look like.
Little
So we'll
flowers.
We'll see. Little flowers for you can put on the wall or whatever. I've never made little pom poms before
Something.
or done anything like this, so we're gonna be learning together. Yes. Also,
I gotta remember how to use my pom pom maker. I might use yours because it looks easier. Okay, so
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
sorry, dead air.
Yeah. Well, we tend to get a little bit distracted when we start our crafts.
When we first start the crafts.
we're trying to figure them out. Do you got scissors up here?
I do. Okay.
This is weird.
I know. You can't watch yourself. That's for sure.
No.
Go backwards. Okay, so yeah, The Dead Romantics is Ben and Florence. Florence is a ghostwriter. I guess you just said we didn't need to talk about this, did you? But here we go.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, Florence is a ghostwriter, and Ben is her new editor, and she is behind on a deadline. He's a romance editor, and she is a romance ghostwriter. And she's behind on a deadline because she had a bad breakup, and she doesn't believe in love anymore, and she just can't write the happy ending of this book, and he's telling her that she can't have an extension, and she's freaking out about it. And then in the midst of all that, her father dies, and she has to go home to help her family with the funeral. And while she's there, the doorbell of the funeral home, her family runs the funeral home. And so they're at their own place, and the doorbell rings, and when Florence goes to answer the door, there is Benji, standing on the other side, and he's a ghost. So that's the premise of the book, and she's supposed to help him with whatever unfinished business he has. So that's it.
that made a circle.
You cut a circle.
I feel so accomplished.
so
So yeah,
that's the premise of the book. What'd you think?
Well,
that doesn't sound
it
good.
had good moments, I guess. I really liked Florence's dad, even though he was dead. I thought he sounded like a pretty dope guy. I don't know. This book was just kind of boring to me, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say about it because I just was kind of bored with it until like the ending of the book. I liked once Ben and Florence started to get a little bit more like cutesy with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm like, oh, okay, this is actually pretty good. I really hated all of the like the one scene at the end though where they're like describing what they want to do to each other if he wasn't a ghost. I hated that so much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of like that one.
I don't know why. Maybe I'm just not in the right headspace to read that stuff, but
I kind of like that scene.
yeah, overall, I think I'm gonna give it like 3 stars. I have the same kind of feelings as I did like Butcher and Blackbird.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's where I'm at.
All right. Well, I think that I'm gonna land at 4 stars with it. Yeah, I know. I did really enjoy that. So, okay, I'll talk about like what I really liked. I liked her family. I liked that they were quirky without being quirky.
Yeah,
you
like
know,
pick me people.
Yeah, exactly,
Girls.
exactly. And I liked her mom. I liked her mom quite a bit too. I liked the whole haunting of Ben being a ghost and that, how different things. I liked the whole background about why she left the town, and the way she was kind of ostracized and bullied, and why basically Florence can see ghosts, and her dad always could too. So she and her dad had this ability to see ghosts. And when she was, 16 or so, or younger even.
When she was 13.
Very young. She met this boy, and she didn't know that he was a ghost until several days or so into the whole thing.
Yeah, because he was in her class.
Yeah, he was in her class. And anyway, he was murdered. And so Florence went to the police and basically got them, she led them to his body and helped solve this murder of this kid that got murdered. But of course, in the meantime, she's telling them that it's because this kid's ghost came to her and told her about it, and she wasn't believed, and she was either crazy or a liar or what have you, but people basically just didn't believe her. And so she was bullied and, like I said, ostracized, and it was, of course, not a good scene. So she ended up leaving and moving to New York, and that's where she was at with her ghostwriting and met the douche of a guy and stuff like that. So I liked that whole background about why she kind of ran away and had to leave. I liked that kind of bit of the story. I liked the way that it dealt with the grief that she was feeling for her dad. And I liked the way the book discussed how the different family members dealt with their own grief and then had to deal with each other. And it was kind of interesting that, they were kind of leaving Florence out of a lot of stuff, and how they kind of had to come to a reckoning with each other about her leaving. And she never came back. They always traveled to New York to see her. So I thought that was good. I thought that Ben's reaction over his death and all of the things he never got to do and the things, how he would have done things differently, I thought that was all really well done. The scene where they screaming together in the rain just about brought me to tears because I was like, oh. So I liked all of that. And I liked their relationship. I thought they were kind of cute together. And I liked that they were like having a conversation about how they could have a relationship when one of them wasn't alive.
That was interesting.
I thought that was kind of neat. So I really liked all of that. I did. I did not like that Florence like went on and on and on about being miserable and her self-esteem blown over this guy that was such a douche that dropped her. That was pretty boring. And it got pretty boring. It was kind of repetitive in that I don't know how many times you needed to hear that she was left out on the doorstep of the brownstone in an April rain shower. That was discussed many times over. So I don't really know how often we needed to hear that necessarily. That was kind of dull. But other than that, I don't know.
I mean, it wasn't a terrible book. Like there wasn't anything about it that I hated. I don't know. There's just something about it that I just couldn't hit that. Oh my gosh, this is such a cute book level, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like it did have some cute moments, like the ones that you said that you liked, like particularly when they did the screaming in the rain, or when they went on their little moonwalk in the cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
That was cute. I don't know, they had cute moments, but I don't know.
It wasn't exceptional.
No.
It was nothing exceptional. Like I said, it was cute. And I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
And I think it could have been much worse than it was. And
that's true. We've read worse than
yeah. On the whole, I just liked it. I liked it a lot more than I disliked it. If that makes sense. I obviously don't remember how to use my plot maker.
I have no idea what I'm doing over here, so.
So.
Okay, so the back of the book had discussion questions in case we wanted discussion
questions. Oh, yeah,
questions.
there you go.
I do remember seeing that.
Yeah, they were easy ones, though.
Yeah, well.
But, whatever. Oh, by the way, spoilers, people.
Oh, yeah.
So if you haven't read the book, yeah, spoilers, big time.
They're just not good questions.
Yeah, they're really not. Okay, so how soon did you guess the end?
That he wasn't really dead.
Mm-hmm.
Almost immediately.
Yeah.
Like the second I started, that was one thing. It was super predictable because I knew the first time that he disappeared, and he's like, I don't know where I went. I immediately was just like, he's in a coma.
Well, when he's hearing voices and sounds.
Yeah, I was
like, oh, he's not really dead. Well, plus, dude, it's a romance. There has to be a happily ever after.
Right? Just like he told her. There has to be a happily ever after.
So it's like, of course she could have spun it different. Because I've read a romance before where it didn't end up with actually the two main characters together, but it was still kind of a happily ever after.
Mm-hmm.
So she could have spun it different, but I was like, this one, no, it's not. Yeah, it's really not going anywhere else.
Yeah, I was kind of just a little bit disappointed that it was such a predictable thing, I guess. Although I will admit at the very end, like when he does wake up and she's going to go and like see him, that part I did not see coming. Like when she walked in there and Laura was there,
his ex-fiance.
Oh my gosh, I about screamed at that part because I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, no. And then he didn't remember. Like he thought that he dreamed.
He thought it was all just a dream.
Oh my gosh, my heart was just breaking.
I know, mine too. And then like the whole description of when she gave him the book and he actually he realizes that it was real, that it wasn't a dream.
Oh, okay, that was. I'm telling you, the ending was the best part of the book. That like the. I think it was. I think it was.
Know.
That was when I actually was like feeling things.
I don't know. Like I said, I liked the whole discussions on grief and her grief over, her dad and stuff. I just really did.
I just got a little bit like, this is gonna sound bad, but like when her dad first died, there was just so many instances where it was just like, and my dad's dead.
Oh,
and my dad's dead.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that was just it was too much. Like, I get it, sweetie. You're there for your dad's funeral, okay?
Yeah, it was repetitive in
like,
places. It definitely was. No doubt.
I understand you're grieving, but this is not, it's not normal. I don't know. It's just a lot. Too much for me. I effed this up so much already.
Yeah, you probably don't have enough things. I have a whole bag full of pom-poms that we can always use if we don't want to make any more.
I just want to figure it out. How do you do this? How do you do
You did it right. You just need a lot more. And see how much they're doing there.
Yeah.
You just need a lot more wraps. I honestly don't remember how I use this, so I remember that I actually have to go to YouTube to figure out how to do it.
I want to make this a 3D experience for the people.
3D.
I can't. I don't know how to aim, apparently. I can't hit the camera. Yeah! Nailed it. Anyway, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I did really like her family. I loved her family. I thought that they were so weird, but in the best way.
Yeah.
And it's like everything that I strive to have the confidence to be is what they were. Because they were just like unapologetically weird.
Yes.
And they
did not care.
They didn't care. And her dad was just like the one person, like he was one of the sweetest men alive, but he had his own little quirks, and he was who he was, and he did not care if anyone had a problem with it. Mm-mm. Like, yeah, I talk to ghosts. Yeah, I run a funeral home. I love Elvis, and I love this, and I have tattoos, and that's like all these things. And it's like, this man's my idol, okay? Like, honestly.
I think I need to go get a different pair of scissors. Yeah, I did. His funeral was a riot.
Oh my gosh, his funeral, like,
I think maybe the balloons were a little over the top.
No, I loved it. I loved it. As soon, like, he gave me ideas for my funeral. If there's anyone still alive that cares about me when I die, but like, just know I want funerals that are balloons at my funeral and like things that say Happy Death Day and
yeah,
like I don't know.
It's a death.
It's a death. Like, please. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Oh, I definitely need better scissors for this.
Just right. And when they were going over like why he with the will, all the things like the 1,000 wildflowers for his wife, for all the ones that he wouldn't be able to give her, and then the party, like the reason why he had balloons and party decorations was for all of the birthday parties and things that he was going to miss out on. My heart was breaking, like in the best way. I was just like sitting there almost crying. Just like,
it was so good.
It was so well done. I don't remember how many times I wrapped it before, so now we're just. Why doesn't it tell me?
Why? Why?
They can't do anything without instructions.
Definitely need to go get a different pair of scissors, though. These are not gonna work. Anyway, yeah. And I thought it was so sweet the way that, she kept asking Ben to be around because she felt calmer and safer with him around. And she's like, oh, you know how you really feel when you've got somebody you can count on, and just, oh, it's so sweet. It was so sweet.
Yeah. I guess I don't know what that's like romantically, but I know what that's like with friends, so I'll take it.
Well, yeah. It's a little shaggy.
That's gonna be a big ass flower.
Well, I bet you only do like 4 of these. Wasn't it like 4 of these with a small one in the middle?
Yeah.
So. Anyway, I thought that was cute. I just thought they were cute together. I really did. And it just, I knew he wasn't dead. That just was a given. But still, the way she described it and the way the characters were experiencing that they were just positive he was dead was still pretty.
Yeah.
Still pretty. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to try with this, see if this works. So I did think it was pretty well done that way. I just did enjoy it more than I didn't. And I thought the discussions around grief were really good. I like that.
Okay, you are mine now. Shall we? Scissors are not ideal for this. Let's see. What else? I don't even remember what else there were.
Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward book.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Maybe we need to pick books that have a little bit more, like, I don't know, things to talk about.
A little more substance to
Yeah.
them. Yeah, but then you don't like them.
I know.
I tried to pick a couple last year, and then you didn't like them.
That's true. I cannot deny my dislike for books that actually have important things in them.
To make you think.
Yeah. I don't read to think. I read for fun.
Oh, what about the fact that her boss, that was pretty wild. So she's a ghostwriter.
Ghostwriter. Oh, that's
so she's a ghostwriter to a popular romance writer.
Yeah.
Turns out her boss, the novelist, is dead.
Has been dead.
And was dead, and it turns out it was her ghost that
offered her the job in the first place.
That offered her the job. That was kind of wild.
That blew my noggin.
That one did surprise me.
Yeah,
that one surprised me.
I didn't think that it was necessary to make it be his grandmother.
No, I don't think that was.
But it definitely did blow my mind.
As the new editor, he could have known that.
Yeah.
They could have had to tell him as part of the job.
Yeah.
I think her struggles with her insecurity over her own writing got kind of old.
Yeah.
I think that drug on a little too much. And there was so much like everything was okay once somebody else validated you.
Right. There was a lot of that.
There was. It was like Ben with his ex-fiance, Laura, It was like he couldn't come to terms with that until Florence told him it wasn't his fault. Mm-hmm. And then, with Florence and her writing, because she wrote her own book that kind of flopped. But everybody kept describing it that it was so great, that it was just whatever circumstance. But of course, she wasn't any good. And then this douche boyfriend that she was with was always degrading her and kind of like he was the star and she was just try, can you tie it tighter?
I don't know where the ends are.
I'm gonna go get a little better pair of scissors real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Right back, real quick.
I'll hold down the fort.
Okay.
I don't know how to make this tighter. So I tried. It kind of looks like a little pom-pom. I don't know. I just don't think that romances are my thing right at the moment. I'm still struggling a lot with being like, oh, this would never happen in real life. And so it really kind of takes me out of it. And I need to stop thinking that way and start just being like, you know, I don't know.
You just need more yarn.
I can't fit anymore on here.
Sure you can. That smashes down. I'm gonna see how this does with this. I don't think these scissors are gonna make it better. But I need my yarn scissors that I couldn't find. These are any better.
I don't like this thing. This is not good.
Yeah, you try this one.
Yeah.
Get this one over here.
The struggle is so real.
My sewing scissors are so much better. Anyway.
I was just a little bit disappointed by the book because it just didn't end up being as amazing as I thought it was going to be. That's all. It was still had some good moments, but it just wasn't what I needed. But then again, that could just be me.
It could be.
Because, it is not my time for romance.
I don't think I liked it for the romance, though. I think I liked it for the wrong reasons. I liked it for the grief. I just thought that was really well done.
Yeah.
And like I said, that scene where Florence takes Ben outside and it's raining and they're talking about grieving and how, you just want to scream. And she's like, then do it. Because first of all, you're a ghost who's going to hear you.
Mm-hmm.
And then she starts screaming too. And it's just so good.
Yeah. I don't know. I think some scenes just I got taken out of it because I'm like, he's not dead. He's still alive.
Yeah. I mean, there was part of that, but I mean, I think you can still, I don't know. It can still hit you because obviously they believed it. So, and the descriptions were just really, really good. Really poignant. Poignant. Where's my word?
Another big word today.
Another big word from me today. This did not work out very well for me this time. Ooh. Shaggy, but not bad.
Some master pom-pom maker.
I tell you what. Oh, it's not too bad. Pom-poms. I like that one. Okay, you want to try this one?
Yeah. Okay. How many times did you wrap it?
This yarn, I wrapped it 3 times. And you want it, like, if you start, you want to end out here. Because then you're going to put this down and then start wrapping over here. So you want to end on this side. Does that make sense? So start here, wrap it. No, start here, wrap it back, wrap it a 3rd time.
Oh, okay.
And then go here and then your yarn's right here. So just start wrapping and then wrap it another 3. And then you're going to take your scissors and go up the groove and cut it and then take some string and tie up. Okay. There you go. Okay, where's yours? Anyway. Yeah, sorry, we're so exciting today, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really a whole lot else to talk about with the book.
There's really kind of not. I don't know. Dang it, I can't count either. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fine. I don't know.
A lot of dead air today.
What about Rose, her friend?
She wasn't in the book enough for me to get a really good
Yeah.
judge on her, I guess.
I don't know.
She seems like quite the party girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was the other one? Erin? The secretary at the publishing place.
Oh yeah, I think that was her name.
That they were exes. That
Yeah,
still went out to party.
Went to the wine bar all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't relate to Rose in any way.
What about Alice? What'd you think of Alice, her sister Alice?
I liked Alice. She might have been one of my favorite characters. Just because she was like a little Wednesday Addams, and I just loved it. Like, that's honestly what I wish I was someday. So I just want to be Wednesday.
Did you think her reason for being such a bitch to Florence was? Did you get it?
No.
Okay, I really didn't either.
Just because she left her behind, but it was like...
Well, it wasn't even that she left. It was
did.
like she didn't take her with her. Is what
Yeah.
I got, right? Or didn't
Right,
come
'cause
back
she
for her, or
she-
didn't invite her. I don't know what she meant by
I
that.
don't either, because she even made a comment saying, like, I understand why you left.
Yeah, you needed to leave.
Yeah, it's like, do you know how many fights I got into because of you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, girl, be happy that she got out.
Then what's the problem?
Exactly.
I don't. And it wasn't that she never came back. And it wasn't that she didn't have any interest in the family business because nobody expected her to.
Right.
Well, and then what's some about her like being jealous with their dad?
Oh, yeah, because they could both see ghosts and
it always felt like Alice was the one who was there, but Florence was his favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, sure, whatever. I didn't get that one.
Yeah, I did.
But wasn't it rude, though, that they just had the reading of the will without her?
Yes.
Okay.
There were so many things that happened that I was just like...
Here, use these instead of better. But well, we just didn't think you'd care.
Why wouldn't she?
What? Well,
So,
whether
like,
you think she should care or not,
it doesn't matter. She's a part of it. She's in the will.
She's in the
should
will.
Be there.
I was like, oh, you guys are weird. Well, we just didn't think you'd be interested. We didn't think you cared. Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of messed up.
I did too.
And just like all of the things that they were doing for the funeral, like on their own without her, too.
Yeah,
Just
but
like
then,
having the meetings before Waffle House. And
but then
everything.
gave her a hard time for
Right.
having to do everything on her own and
Right.
Florence the Island.
Right.
It was like, well, you're leaving her out of everything else.
Exactly. Like, what the heck? And I also thought it was dumb that she got so upset that she was called the Island or
The
whatever.
Lonely Island.
Like, oh my god, girl, get over it.
Yeah.
That was dumb. Like, why are you storming out right now?
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, the family dynamics there at the beginning were.
It was a little rough on the setup. It's a little rough on the setup, but
These scissors are not good.
well,
These scissors-
no, you have to go all the way through and use the back part because the front part's dull. If I could find my sewing scissors, they would be better. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know, you guys. I'm sorry.
There's not much. I mean, there really isn't.
It really was just, there's so many things I like in this book that just weren't enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like the crows.
Yeah.
There's some spooky kind of gothic kind of aspects but they just weren't enough. And the end drug on way too long.
Agreed.
That was another thing. They really didn't have to go through the whole at the wedding together and
No, it didn't. Although I kind of liked that.
well, I liked it, but what was the point?
I mean, there wasn't a point, but I did like it.
It was just like an extra long epilogue.
Yeah.
There was just no point to it. I know, it's tough. Let's see how this works.
Oh no! Don't you do this to me. You stay together now. You hear me? Stay together. It's okay. We're fine.
It's okay.
Everything's fine.
I'm fine.
I see the fire in the background, but it's
I'm
fine.
fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
So I guess here's a question.
Mhm.
After reading The Dead Romantics, are you going to read any other books by her?
I thought about reading The 7-Year Slip because it kind of sounds good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will. I mean, I didn't mind her writing at all. I thought some places were a little overly descriptive. Like the very like when they were both alive again and their first like sex scene.
Yeah.
I thought was a bit over. I mean, I did appreciate that it wasn't a, put, slot A into slot B kind of writing, but yet at the same time, it was like, come on.
Yeah, I think I skimmed that part, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I
mean,
didn't
it was
wanna read.
okay, but I mean, I think she was going for poetic and it was just coming across not great.
Yeah.
Is what I think. But, I mean, there's a lot of it I really did like. So, sure. I'm ready again.
I think. Oh, did I do it?
See? There you go. There you go.
I honestly do think that I will read The 7-Year Slip as well.
Mm-hmm. Because isn't that one like kind of the lake house?
I don't know
with
what it's
Keanu
about.
Reeves. Remember that movie?
I've never seen that movie.
You haven't seen that movie? Oh my gosh, you need to watch that movie. Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves. And they're
Oh, is that the
they're
one-
writing letters back and forth and they don't realize they're not in the same time.
Yes, okay. I do know that movie. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
They're several years apart. I think she's in the future and he's in the past. And you want to talk about? Yeah, I won't spoil it for you, but yeah, there's some twisty stuff in that one. I like that movie a lot, and I think The 7-Year Slip is kind of along the same line.
Yeah, I might give it a go then. I mean, well, I will probably be reading
Yeah.
it someday.
I really didn't. I didn't mind the writing style at all. So.
No, I didn't either. I thought it was.
And it was okay.
It was
Like I
okay.
said, it was okay.
I
It was
have
good.
the same kind of general feelings as I did when I read Butcher and Blackbird, and I think that I'm going to continue on with that series.
Yeah.
So. That's more fun than making them.
Playing. I like to play with them better.
Yeah.
That's so much more fun.
I can't decide if I want to do an all orange flower or a white one with an orange center. Decisions.
It's terrible.
It's just terrible. It is.
Oops. Okay, we'll cut that one a little shorter then. We are really boring this week
So
or
sorry.
this month, and so sorry.
What the hey? This month just started. Don't.
Well, I guess this month's book club or last month's book club, whatever you want to do. At least I didn't hate the book. I mean, there's that.
But I honestly wonder if that's a bad thing that we didn't hate it, because now we don't have rants.
Well, that's entirely true.
We liked it. We thought it was okay. And
Yeah, there's really just nothing.
That's it. That's all we got.
And I told you about the parts I really liked.
Mm-hmm.
The end was really good, though.
I did like
the end. When she didn't go into that hospital room.
Oh my gosh. I don't blame her.
But she got to punch the douchey ex-boyfriend, so that was
awesome.
That was good. That was good.
I was hoping she would, because when it came across her mind, like, no, don't punch him. And I'm like, girl, just do it.
Just do it.
I was so happy when she did. I'm like, yes. And then when his book did come out, I was really hoping that she would be like, and so far it's a flop.
Yeah.
Or it would come across and be like, I wrote my own version,
Uh-huh.
and it came out the week after. Like, you know, like she was saying, like in there, how she was just like, I spent all these months writing and writing and writing, and I thought it was going to be like, and now my book of When the Dead Sing is coming. Like, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
I was hoping for that moment.
Yeah.
So it was like hinting at it. It's like, man, that would have been just such sweet justice. Because it's like, she would have had the heart.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It just would have been better. So, I don't know. I was disappointed that didn't happen.
Yeah, but I did like it when she finally told her mom about Lee and what he did, and her mom was like, fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck this town, and fuck them. Dang, mama.
Yeah, that was good.
It was. So anyway. Ew.
Yeah.
It's gonna take me a year to cut through this yarn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it was what I had on hand for something else.
Then that's fine. That's fine. It works. And again, if I had better scissors, it would be easier.
We're just like really working our.
We are. I can at least like
muscles
move
today.
this so y'all can see it. Again, inverted. I don't know where I'm going.
I need to figure out why. I don't know why my technology is just against me lately. My printer broke, and now the camera's just like inverted.
Okay, yeah, I don't like this thing either.
Yeah.
It's really kind of weird.
Yeah. Glad I'm not the only one.
I'm gonna keep cutting and see if it gets. Oh my gosh, these scissors.
All of the scissors.
I have to take a break from the scissors. I don't know what else to talk about this book.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
No one's in the chat asking us questions
No.
either. That's okay. I wouldn't have stuck around either at this point.
Yeah, this is not one of our better ones, I'm afraid.
No. Oh, so Ben can see dead people now.
Yeah.
That was an interesting little twist.
Yeah.
I thought that was cute though. She's like, now we can be weird together. I'm like, oh, now you can both sixth sense it.
I guess. Okay, sure, whatever.
I don't know. But okay, but when he did see the dead, when he saw the ghost of the old lady with her husband.
Okay, so that
was so sweet.
That it was her.
Yes.
Yeah, because in the book, Florence went looking for all these wildflowers, and so of course she went to the florist, and they were talking about this delivery that was going to be late that her dad had arranged for, and so she offered to deliver it, and it was to this little old lady, and it was lilies, and she said, oh, my husband gave me lilies every year on our anniversary. And then of course Florence sees her dead husband behind her with her,
and he was like, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, that's the kind of love I want.
Yeah.
Even when they're dead, they're still caring.
Yeah. So so at the end, it was she had died, I guess. But,
yeah.
Okay. So, whatever.
I mean, it contributed not really oh my Jesus.
It's a little misshapen.
It's jumbo sized.
It's a little misshapen. It's a little flat. Probably from me hacking on it. My gosh, I wonder if I can pull on it some. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. I just was like, everything had to wrap up nice and neat. And
well, of course, it's a romance.
I understand that. Whatever. Yeah. See, I don't like the way this makes them.
No,
I really don't. Anyway, whatever. And this one's going to be doubled up, so I don't know how this is supposed to work exactly. Because this one's going to be double what's on that side. Whatever. I'm already over this craft.
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna... Have we ever finished a craft in a video?
No. And it was so funny because when you came up with pom-poms, I'm like, oh, hey, okay, I know how to make pom-poms.
This will be easy, breezy cover girl.
So we'll actually make something. And then we did.
Well, if we had better scissors and more than one pom-pom maker, if I would
is a better pom-pom maker.
Yeah, this is so much easier.
This one it looks like, in theory, it looks like it should be better.
Yeah,
but I mean, look at what this does. So this is the end one, and it's all like bushy and short, and then you've got all these long pieces on the other end.
It looks like an octopus
you could do it this
or
way.
Something, but like a really fluffy jellyfish.
You could do it like this way instead. I mean, because that's not a pom-pom. Which maybe at the end is it supposed to be a tassel? I don't.
Oh, maybe that's.
I don't like this one, but I don't think it is because it's showing it.
Well, it is a pom pom and tassel maker.
I don't know. I think it's dumb.
I like it at Walmart.
But it would have been really, if it worked, it would have been cool because you make like 4 pom-poms at once.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe you could put some googly eyes. Oh, that is something I wanted to talk about, though, now that I remember it.
Oh, putting the googly eyes on his abs?
Googly eyes in anything. Who says that? Who says that? She's going to put googly eyes on Rose's vibrator.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, she said that at one point, too.
I don't remember that.
And then, okay, what almost 30-year-old calls their coffee Zoom Zoom juice?
Thank you. Yeah,
Who does that?
Florence.
I mean, battery acid was bad enough,
Okay,
but that was okay.
that one I was okay with, except for the fact that it was just so repetitive.
Yeah. That
It's like-
Zoom juice?
Zoom juice. And I don't know if she was just trying to be like extra quirky.
Well,
or
I mean,
whatever.
it kind of served a purpose at the end, I guess.
Yeah.
But that could have been anything.
Exactly.
That could have been anything. What the hell do we, why? That's, to me, that's very childish.
Mm-hmm.
That's like something like a high schooler would say.
Right.
And a young high schooler at that.
Yeah.
This sucks. Really sucks.
Oof.
I tried to get it. I tried to pull it so it would like even out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no saving that. Okay.
Well, we learned a very important lesson today.
We did learn a very important lesson. And it could be the yarn too. It could be just too thick to use for this thing. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. This is very pretty color yarn though. I like it.
I like it too.
I like it.
Dumb.
So yeah, some of the stuff was a little immature.
Yeah, and I think that was another thing, now that I think about it, that really kind of took me out of it.
Yeah.
And I was mentioning before when you left me all alone
I'm sorry.
that you should be.
I had to get scissors or we would like be sitting here waiting on each other to use scissors. So yeah.
Well, I made a comment about how I just find it really difficult to not be like, oh, that would never happen in real life. To like think of a romance as an actual like fiction, like, you know, it's like I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna critique it and be like, yeah, that's no guy would ever do that, or no one would ever say that, or whatever. And so I think with this one, that was a big reason why I didn't love it, because there were so many moments of like, that would never happen. Like, who says that?
You mean like with Zoom juice?
Yeah, like with Zoom juice. Like, okay. Are you 12?
Yeah, exactly. That one I did not like. I really, yeah, again, what 30-year-old? And what, okay, so the way they were kind of described is he was like this straight-laced, stern, like no nonsense kind of guy, right?
Oh, and let's not forget that he's big too.
And he's big. Oh God, we know he's big.
Every single romance book, like, he's so big, and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
It's not big is not better. Bigger's not better.
You gotta have tall. Gotta have tall.
You don't have to.
So yeah, and she's like chaotic and disorganized and whatever. So she says Zoom juice, and he straight faced repeats it back. And it's
Which
like,
makes no sense.
What? Okay, sure, whatever. I mean, I don't expect romance leads to act normal, like real.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect that. Because, you know, part of the fun of romance books is like wish fulfillment.
Okay, but if any man said zoom juice,
Well,
to me, we would be zooming away.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that one turned out better.
Well, that was cute.
That one turned out a bit better, a bit smaller. I don't know what happened there. So out of all of this yarn,
You got one good one.
I got one good pop. And I wasted a whole skein of yarn on this. Maybe you could use them for something.
You can sure try. I'm not that crafty.
I don't know. Something like maybe a pom-pom on a pillow or something, because it's like a shaggy. Your cats could play with it.
They could.
Except they'd probably pull the yarn out and then choke on the string, so that's probably not a good idea either.
God.
String is not good for keepings.
Yeah, that's true. Those itches.
Anyway.
What else there is?
So yeah, yeah. She acted very immature sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, well, we already talked about that, kind of. Oh, no.
Sorry, if this is your first experience with us, we're usually not quite this quiet and boring.
Yeah. So sorry. Might not even post this on the socials that we did this one.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, I'm still going to leave this book at a 4, though, because when it hit me really good. And I still did like it. I really liked Ben as a character. And overall, I liked Florence, too.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I just found it a little bit too repetitive and boring.
Oh, that's all right. We can. Anyway, again, I just think the discussions around grief, too, like real grief, like Ben talking about dealing with his parents' death and like his acceptance of his own death, even though he wasn't dead, but his own death, and Florence and her dad, and eventually Ben too. Not the loss of like Lee, her douchey ex, because that was just, she wasn't whiny, but she was really mopey.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she loved the guy.
Well, I know, but this was more than a year later.
Well, sometimes it just sticks around for a while, Kelly.
No. She was way too mopey for me. In the beginning, anyway.
Maybe this is why I didn't like the book, because I related to Florence on too many things.
Oh, a little too much?
I think so. I think maybe. Oh, God. Sometimes I think I was reading about myself, and then...
Maybe this could be a Halloween decoration for you.
It's a purple people eater!
Oh my gosh. It's a triple. Ugh. So bad. And now it's falling apart. So great.
Oh.
Just wasted a whole skein of yarn on this thing. Oh well. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I don't care anymore.
I'm finishing this one.
We could use these and make mini pom-poms. The minis. I'll just make some minis. I really don't know what else to say. I don't. We've still been going on for almost an hour about nothing. We're Seinfeld at this point.
For real, though.
And not as entertaining.
We need Kramer to come bust through the door.
I guess. Do we have anything else to talk about?
Like, what do you...
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We could talk about our next book.
We sure can do that. How about it?
I just had that book out. No, I didn't put it away.
It's in the file somewhere.
Is it? There it is. We could tease about our new project too.
Ooh, we could do that.
So, I think we need to stop discussing
the dead romantics. Because romance is dead. Like, this discussion is dead.
This discussion is dead. This video is dead. So yeah, let's just not do that anymore. But our book for March, what we're reading right now, is The Twisted Ones by T. Kingfisher. So, about a girl whose dad asked her to clean out her dead grandmother's house. And she says yes, because how bad could it be? pretty bad. Grandma was a hoarder, all kinds of things in there that seemed pretty useless until some of the terrifying things he described, until she encounters some of the terrifying things her dad described herself alone in the woods with her dog. I think if I I haven't started to read this, obviously. Sorry, it looks like I'm ducking because there's a window open on our screen, and so it looks like I'm. It's okay. I'll just train myself.
Now.
Hi. If I remember reading some of the other like reviews and descriptions of this book, that there's like dark fairy type creatures in the woods, maybe. Anyway,
sounds like a horror fantasy.
She finds things in the woods. She's a hoarder. Maybe horror's enough, but there's more. Mouse stumbles across her step-grandfather's journal, which at first seems to be the ravings of a broken mind, until she encounters some of the terrifying things he described herself. Sometimes the things that go bump in the night are real, and they're looking for you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. So that is our next book. T. Kingfisher, who will not let us down.
She hasn't yet.
She has not yet.
Not like. Entirely.
Well, yeah.
Not entirely. My hand hurts from making these poems.
Yeah, it will. Well, with the scissors, when they're not sharp enough or not sharp in the right place, and you kind of have to saw your way through. Yeah. Not fun. You got enough for your flower yet? Look at you, you clown.
Clowns are terrifying.
I'm not a clown.
I'm not a clown.
All right, Sam.
Hey, you know what? It's a very rational fear. No, I don't have enough for my flower yet.
Not yet.
I have 2 petals and a middle.
That one doesn't quite work. It's not the same, but you can get an idea. It'd be very cute. I bet these scissors are not going to work on this at all. I go to make this little mini pom-pom and I can't cut them out. It's a struggle.
Everything's a struggle with this today.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, why? We did say that we were going to tease our next project, too.
Tease our next project.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Hope you like Madness, because we're bringing it to you here in end of March. We have decided to do our own version of March Madness, where we are going to be...
Sorry. I'm just going to be over here impaling myself.
Let's make sure it's on camera. We need the news.
Oh, yeah. Blood's... We'll be viral. Just let me get myself for you. We'll be good.
Exactly. There
Yeah.
You got it.
Okay. Not that kind of madness. That's not what we're talking about.
Not today, at least.
Not today.
No, so Kelly came up with the great idea of kind of experimenting with romantasy.
Because I dog on it all the time.
Yeah, so she wanted to make sure that she was valid in her dogging of the genre, and thought, oh hey, let's read romantasy books and see how we feel about them and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I decided that we are going to turn it into March Madness, where we're going to, of course, because Kelly's revenge isn't good enough on its own, I have to make it even worse.
You know, you're like my husband. When I say, hey, hon, let's paint this room. It needs a fresh coat of paint. Before you know it, we're knocking down walls and putting in new windows. And I'm like, I just wanted to paint.
Yep. Yep.
So, yeah, March Madness.
March Madness is here.
Sweet 16.
Yes, which means 16 romantasy books will be facing off against each other to see who's the best romantasy book, and then also it'll be like, do we actually like romantasy?
Yeah, and I guess I didn't. We just right before this filmed our intro video, and I did not say that it is a bit skewed because I left off the heavy hitters. There's no Sarah J. Maas on this.
There's no Fourth Wing.
There's no Fourth Wing. I can't. I already know that I will not like those books. So it is a bit skewed in that I use some of my favorite books that I think qualify as romantasy. And yeah, the big one in the genre is not included. So take that for what you will. Yeah. But we're the ones that have to read the books. So
yeah. And I mean, like, actually read the books. Like, hopefully I don't DM. I mean, I might DM some.
I would.
You would?
Yeah, because you've got lots more to read than I do.
That's true. Yeah, so the list...
And I plan on DNFing if I have to.
Time is too short to read books you don't like. Oh my gosh, look at how cute!
Little baby pom-pom.
Looks like a cherry.
It does look like a cherry. Okay. Those are pom-poms.
Throw it away.
Yeah, those are pom-poms. Anyway.
Yeah, so anyway, that's our plan for the March Madness thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kelly said, I'm reading more books than her because she actually, because I did it to myself, pretty much.
Yeah.
It was initially going to be an Elite 8.
Yes.
Is how it started. And I'm like, nah, Sweet 16 sounds better.
And I said, Yeah,
because Kelly's, she didn't want to read that many books.
No.
And I'm like, okay, we'll just pick the books you've already read, that, as many of those as you can, and I'll read them, in addition to the books that neither one of us have read.
Mm-hmm.
Which left me with 13.
Because I picked 3 that we've both already read.
13 books.
13.
I have to try and read for this.
Her record is 11, so this could be a record-breaking month.
It could be. And that would be the madness right there.
March Madness, baby.
Crazier things have happened in this month. Crazier things.
Baby. I know. It's like everybody's a basketball fan in March.
Holla.
Yeah, well, it's all about the madness. It's all about, and we're gonna...
Yeah, I'm going to go Matt, I think, because these it's a combination of 2 of my least favorite genres, romance and fantasy. And I can tell you right now, granted, I've already read one of the books on the list.
You've read 3.
Well, I mean, one
so
out of my 13.
Out of her 13.
I've already read one, and it was a 5-star.
I knew you'd like it.
Yeah.
I knew it's one of my favorites.
So
I love it.
Hopefully all of the rest follow the same pattern. I know for sure one of them will not.
One will definitely
Kelly
not.
started it.
Because I'm almost done with it, and it is not that good. It's not just not that good. It's bad.
Maybe
I'm just gonna say it's bad.
Maybe this is gonna be a genre though that I can handle, because the fantasy will pull it. Because out of the 2, I would much rather read fantasy than romance.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe the fantasy elements are going to save some of these books for me.
Maybe. I think it's what saves it for me. Obviously, fantasy being my favorite genre. But yeah. We should, I guess we really can't. I could do predictions for you, because I knew you'd like that book. And I know you're going to like this book. Because it's a fairy tale retelling, for one thing. I know you're going to like that book. And there's probably at least one more that I'm like, yeah, you're going to like it. So, let's see how close I get with some of this.
Okay. You're usually pretty good at predicting.
And I did try and be kind and pick books that I think you will at least like. You're not going to hate them.
Okay.
And I tend to like romance that's more sweet. Like, I like the cute. I mean, the book doesn't have to be cute. I don't like sappy sweet. So sometimes it's the fantasy elements that are a little darker. But I like the relationship between characters to be on the sweeter side. I don't like it when two characters like get off on being mean to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Or fight. Like that's their dynamic. They like to fight. I don't like that. I just don't. So I don't know. These are all the ones I picked anyway. The relationship side of it's a little sweeter. Leave the darkness to the monsters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm rambling again. You have to endure it because you're live and we can't edit.
You're welcome.
There it is.
But yeah, that's pretty
Anyway,
much like a brief explanation of what's coming. The intro video for it that has even like more information
Talk
on
about the books.
Yeah, we talk about the books
and the bracket.
The bracket, which we will have out on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
the week that the intro video goes live, which will be the second to last Sunday of the month.
Week after next.
Palm Sunday.
Palm Sunday. Yeah, the 24th is when we'll have it out. And our video on the books themselves and the bracket and all of that will be on Easter.
Yeah.
We'll have an
The
Easter.
actual March Madness.
We might just have to like have cookies or something or Easter candy to go along with our March Madness bracket.
Oh, I think so. We're gonna have
Some of it we
extra
might have to
March
console ourselves with some candy.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
Anyway,
it's gonna
that's
be a good
it.
time.
Yeah. I think it will be too. We just got to get through these books. And some of them, oh my goodness, like one of the books is Once Upon a Broken Heart because I haven't read it yet. And trying to get it from the library, I think I'm up to like number 21 out of 40.
I don't think my library even they don't have physical copies of the books, most of these books. So a lot of them I bought from Kelly or, Kindle Unlimited or had to buy.
So definitely had to buy one of them. I actually had to buy the one I really don't like, but it was only like $3, so I'm not too worried about that. But the other one I think I'm going to like the least. I had to buy. Sucks. But yeah, otherwise I think we end up buying them because a lot of these books the library loans are long.
Yeah.
Just long. Anyway, whatever.
We'll get it done.
We will get it done.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we will.
So yeah.
Well, that's why I say DNF if you feel the need. Because I certainly will.
Yeah.
I intend to. Anyway, that's that.
That is that. And this was our flowers.
Yeah. And something. I don't know what these ended up being. I would not recommend this for a pom-pom maker.
No.
Use these little round ones. They work a lot better. Much, much better. They made the good pom-poms.
It's so cute.
That one's a good one. Anyway, there you go. Another unfinished craft.
Yep, and another book discussion.
Yeah.
In the books.
We're starting our year off kind of meh.
We are. We really are. Maybe that's why maybe T Kingfisher will bring it up first. But that's probably why our book discussions have been so meh. Because the books have been meh.
Meh. Yeah. Well, hopefully, because this is, I have to say I like her older books better.
I do as well.
Except for What Feasts at Night. I mean, What Moves the Dead.
Yeah.
That one,
I
5
agree.
stars. Absolutely.
Yeah, I gave that one 5 stars too.
But her recent string of books are really thin and really short, and still love them, but off taste. But her older books that are longer, I like a lot better. So
we'll see how this one goes.
So we'll see, because this one was from 2019. So anyway, that's it. That's what we're reading this month. So you can read along and join us on April, I don't even know, what that date is. The 5th, April 5th.
7th. April 7th.
No.
Yaha.
Sure enough. Oh, well, that makes sense because the 31st is on a Sunday because that's Easter. Okay, so April 7th, around 3-ish, we will have our live discussion of this one. And hopefully it will be a little more exciting than this, this dead thing.
Yeah. Didn't really have a lot of takes on this book.
No.
Oh well, you win some, you lose some.
That's right. And sorry you guys lost out on this video too, because it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, let's end it before it gets even worse.
For real though, this is getting bad. Okay, so I guess hope you enjoyed watching. If you didn't, that's okay. We honestly didn't really enjoy doing it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't one of our better ones, but I hope you like the pom-poms at least. We made some cool pom-poms.
Make some pom-poms with us while we
make pom-poms.
make some pom-poms. That always brightens your day.
Sure. Get the hell out of here. Get us out of here.
Okay, yeah, we'll see y'all in the next one. Read the twisted ones. Let us know your thoughts on the Dead Romantics. And we'll see you guys.
Okay. Bye, y'all.
I can't reach it.